by the time we get to like June, I start tracking the things I direct sow outside, and then even when I plant them, but I lose the steam of that. But what it's important is I could go back and look at both the quantity and the start time. And if I want to get some things out a little earlier, I have the data. And I actually have done this for 2 years in a row. So I'm very pleased with this. What I'm going to really use it for is probably primarily to adjust down some of the plants that I'm starting with. So starting fewer. And then the second thing I'll use this data for is to just move a couple of things up a little bit. Right. And then actually, if I'm really frank, going back to the lettuce, moving that to be a little bit later for the fall plantings. So that kind of data is something I always aspire to like really have a good idea on. I could keep a lot of that in my head, but when you're talking about hundreds of starts, at some point you got to lean on like tools that you have. So that's a win for me. Like plainly put, it's not sexy, but it kind of to me falls in line with like sure we grow some things based on intuition. There's some things that we kind of you know how to grow one thing, so you apply that knowledge to growing something else that may even be new to you. But similar to your corn experience, in that sometimes you got to like crack a book open, sometimes you got to really kind of get down to the nuts and bolts of it. And for me that's like managing the data from a seed starting perspective. So
No, and I think, I
yeah.
mean, it's direct relation to your first win. You know, if you don't
Hmm.
start your seeds at the right time, you're already behind before you even
Hmm.
started for the year. So, like, the first step is starting your seeds in time, right? And it's
Hmm.
just I like hearing it because you say it's not sexy, but to me, that's like the sexiest thing you can do because
Hmm. I
you're
hear that all the time.
yeah, because you're on time. You know what I mean? It's started, it's
Mm,
ready to go. Now, if you're late putting it out, fine, but that plant would have been ready to go out if it were,
mhm,
if
mhm.
you were on time with that. So, I think it's great. And good job on starting everything you wanted to start.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
win in
that's
itself.
actually that's actually almost like a 2B or something,
Yeah.
because there's some things that again, like I said, I'll like reduce the number of, but I feel really good about like I grew the things I wanted to grow this year,
Yeah.
which, like put that on a banner.
I grew the things I wanted to grow. There you go. It's on a banner. You can buy it
Mhm.
at backyardgardenspodcast.com. Just joking. You can go to backyardgardenspodcast.com if you want, but there's no banner there.
Mm.
Okay. So my second one, and I don't know if this will be a surprise to you or not. My broccoli was a huge win.
Mhm.
We were able to mimic 100% harvest, but what we were also able to do in the same breath is we were able to create heads of broccoli that were bigger than what we get from the grocery store. And not only that, it was also um, from a a variety that I was not sure would be able to produce that size of a head, and I was sadly mistaken. And it was the Waltham broccoli that we have in our seed shop. Couldn't believe the size heads that I got out of it. So it's all because of timing and fertilizing.
Did you all eat all of the broccoli fresh, or did you like freeze some?
Ate every single bit of it fresh. All 28, no, all 32 heads of broccoli. We ate them all fresh. So yeah, I don't know if I said it last year. I remember in our conversations telling you that this year I was going to focus on fertilization.
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
more than anything, I was going to focus on that and see if it changed. And it changed. It made the difference. It made everything grow. Um, I put a lot of nitrogen in to the broccoli, and it did the trick, And I remember pulling the head of broccoli out and being like, "What is going on?" You know what I mean? And oh, and by the way, I didn't put any compost in the bed, so I haven't used any compost in 2 years. So, that fertilizer, it does the trick, and it's just
Mm,
interesting. The problem is, and I just recently went to go read about it, try and find information like I did about the corn.
mhm,
And so I did a simple search of when does broccoli plants, when do broccoli plants use the most fertilizer? And the only
mhm.
thing I got was fertilize at planting, and then a month later, and then a month later, and I'm like, never mind, that's not helpful at all. So, um,
I'm going
I'm
to, I think my your contact in my phone is of last year's broccoli. You have to check to see if you have a current year picture of broccoli.
oh yeah, that is last year's broccoli.
Uh-huh. That was a big hit too. So there's also a note around this for you. This is year 2 of 100%
Yes,
of broccoli production.
which is really important because I didn't, the first year you're like, well, maybe it just was a fluke thing. But then to be able to do it again is like, no, it's not. Now you know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So it
I
makes a
think
big
you said
difference.
like last year you were hoping to have like 80% or something this
Yeah.
coming into this year.
Yeah.
You recognize, all right, yeah, like is it really reasonable to say I'll get 100%? So that's super cool,
Yeah.
right? And did you tweak anything from last year to this year?
I fertilized a lot more.
Okay.
A lot more.
I mean, let's so help me with this because your broccoli is in the garden for what, 10 weeks or something?
Oh, you're going to
12
make me.
weeks?
February, or not February. Yeah. February 15th, March 15th, April 15th. Yep. So right around 8 weeks, I was starting to harvest heads of broccoli. I wasn't harvesting all of them, but I was starting to, and this is all an estimation. I don't have the exact dates, but I
Sure.
do remember looking at it and being like, oh boy, here we need to hurry up.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I was actually, I remember I had to pivot my gardening plan as well because it was taking longer than I had anticipated. But when I saw the heads growing and the size they were getting, I was like, you know what? I'm not getting any separation in the florets. Let's
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
see what we can get going on here. You know what I mean? And as soon as I
What
saw separation, that's when I would cut it.
what do you think was the last you last harvested broccoli in May, right? You didn't get into June. That would be
No,
foolish.